in the region, of course. So, big statement being made there. How should now the head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog's recent statement be interpreted, Ambassador Mukherjee?
Actually, as Major General Dwivedi said, and I compliment him for his military acumen and his astrological powers, I, I, I do believe that the manner in which Trump abrogated the deal in 2019 made the Iranians rather unsure that even if they strike a good deal, will Trump abide by it? In other words, he may extract a lot of concessions and then go back on it to extract more concessions. That is the fear of the Iranians, because that is how he negotiates. He tries to get you into a corner and see how much he can get out of you, and then says yes, and then he goes back on it. In this particular case, as the IAEA head had said, earlier Iranian nuclear facilities were under safeguard. And because of that, there was an automatic international break or a restraint on Iran's nuclear program. What they are saying is that Iran, it is feared, is a full nuclear power. When you go in for an all-out assault on a nation that believes in martyrdom, that is Iran, you risk, as General Dwivedi said, a major escalation and a major regional conflict, because Iran has already warned the countries that host American military bases, its neighbors, that in that case they would attack those bases. Those countries in turn have warned the Americans and told the Iranians that they will not allow those bases to be used to attack Iran. Therefore, the warning coming from the IAEA chief is very stark and clear. Let the negotiations continue and please involve IAEA, because IAEA has not been fully involved. They should be involved. Unfortunately, Trump has a very low opinion of multilateralism, which is why he set up the so-called peace board, bypassing Security Council, etc. He doesn't have any respect for multilateral institutions, and he doesn't have any respect for any of these specialized agencies. I think that one should take that warning very, very seriously. And one should also understand that this time it appears to me that we are really on the brink. And that is why I said that I hope Trump steps back from the brink, because he is dealing with a highly volatile situation which could really affect global supply chains. Let's say in India's case, let's say we have reserves for 6 to 7 weeks. Suppose the conflict carries on for, let's say, 3 months. We would be affected. The whole world would be affected. Of course, we have alternative sources of energy, but it would push up energy prices. It would skyrocket. And would we be the only country? Not at all. It would affect the entire globe, including the developed West and United States itself. So I think that it is a situation which is just on the brink, and it just needs one false move to push it over the cliff. Because sometimes, as we know, Vineet, I'm a student of history, sometimes great wars begin with just one false move. As World War I happened, there was assassination of the Archduke, and there was the World War I. World War II, there was the annexation mistakenly by Hitler. There was World War II. So
Yes.
these are all issues
Okay.
where
Okay. We're getting more breaking news. Stay with us. Stay with us. We're getting more breaking news also.